Hello, welcome to the Loney Show. I'm your host, John Maloney, and this is the season 6 finale.
Season
Wow.
6, holy shit, bruv. That is quite a lot of seasons. Like,
Oh yeah,
how long we've been doing this? Like a couple of months, and it's already season 6.
time flies by when we're having fun.
Episodes do you do a season in though, James? I think it's about 10 episodes, something like that, or is it more? It's
I release like 3 episodes a week for 6 weeks, then a 1-week break, and then the same pattern repeats over again. So yeah,
Team Sketch. I think it's funny because Team Sketch is now overtaking you, overtaking your podcast. We're about to start like season 7.
well, not for long, that ain't.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but no offense, Jamie, you'll overtake us because the amount of episodes you're uploading a week, you'll overtake us massively.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The time will come.
You need to start marketing that shit on like buses on like in London, like just like putting up ads, saying that you've got the greatest podcast in the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we're doing great.
Hey.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well for ourselves.
Yeah.
We've got about 5 podcasts now. One that's inactive and we no longer upload to it, and we've got about 4 that continuously.
What about Eric? Like, what about Eric's like free speech podcast?
Eric's one's still included in that, I think, ain't it? Yeah. Eric's got his podcast where I think it's on season 2 or season 3, ain't it?
Yeah, it's about to start season 3 pretty soon.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's doing not too bad.
Yeah.
So anything you guys want to really talk about? We can dive into anything. We got into a very crazy podcast last night, didn't we, guys?
It was 2 hours long. I'm in the process of sorting it out.
You need to sort it out because there's some stuff in that we said there. It's going to fuck all of our lives up for the next 10 years.
What did you say? Did you like say some racial slurs or something? Did you like go into like 2009 online lobby mode?
We didn't do racial slurs, but we did talk about how they talk about the Illuminati. The people that are controlling the things behind the scenes.
Bro, that's like a fucking MLG meme. You're not gonna get canceled for that. Like the fucking order is not gonna come after you.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot, and it goes a little bit too far.
Yeah, I would say we did go a bit too far.
Did you like accuse Joe Biden of like being some kind of like QAnon fucking pedophile or something, bruv?
We didn't talk about that. No.
Far.
No. So, any topic you guys want to talk about or dive into? Let's go for it.
Well, YouTube Shorts seems to be a very big thing now. They're going to be expanding their ad program to it, so now you can actually earn money from this fucking TikTok clone.
I definitely
Okay.
a good way to it's another way to gain traction into your videos and direct people to your main videos and that. I think it's definitely a good tool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you guys think about Elon Musk taking over Twitter? That finally closed today. He now officially owns it.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah.
He only said, I don't want to buy Twitter, he's trying to stall us. And I was like, nah, he's definitely going to buy Twitter. He's too far committed to not take the opportunity to acquire Twitter.
Like, he makes sense in a physical attribute for why he would acquire it. Like, he does a lot of his marketing for his products on Twitter. And that's his biggest fault. That's his biggest platform. He's got like 100 mil some followers on that account. I do question how much of those followers are bots, mind you, but yeah. Faithy, what do you think about him acquiring it?
I think it's probably good for Twitter, knowing his brand.
Sorry.
I think Twitter is going to do a massive remodel. You know what I mean by remodel?
You mean by sack half 75% of the employees?
Yeah, that's one. I mean, to be honest, it's gonna suck for those employees, and and the first thing I thought was like, I hope I have another job lined up. That's for sure, because this world is harder to live in.
Faithy, a lot of them are going to inherit stock options. I've probably got stock options in the company. A lot of high executives, and a lot of them have probably got stock in the company. They're probably living. They probably got a decent check out of it.
Listen, bro. Listen. I think Elon Musk taking over Twitter is based. All right. I think it's epic. Like, bro. Like,
yes.
Well,
legendary.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know what he's saying about his new like deal with Russia and Ukraine. It's obviously retarded, but I think as a guy who's revolutionizing the automotive industry and trying to colonize Mars and space, I think he's a genius.
Honestly, it's a hard. He probably is a genius. Like, just from what he's got a massive IQ. Just from what he's doing there. If anything, he's this generation's Steve Jobs. I think he's bigger than Steve Jobs because what did Steve Jobs really do? Like, he did stuff to do with like motion pictures. He created the laptop, brought the iPhone.
He literally created Pixar. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, created Pixar. Helped found Apple.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, created Apple. Allowed us to use computers. Wasn't one of the first ever computer companies. Basically revolutionized the smartphone industry. I think it can be hard pushed to question who had a bigger legacy or bigger impact in the world. But I think the Twitter deal is definitely a good deal, a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
For a while now, Twitter has been leaning more to the left than the central. There's lots of things that I don't agree with that Twitter has done in the past, but I do think it would help. But now that I've noticed it, a lot of the billion, if you think about it, a lot of the billionaires in the top 10 own social media platforms. Mark Zuckerberg, basically Sergey Brin and Larry Page, both on YouTube. Bill Gates owns LinkedIn. Jeff Bezos owns Twitch. Elon owns Twitter. But anything else you guys want to talk about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Halloween.
Halloween. Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't really do anything for Halloween. I literally just live life. Like, it's not really a special month for me.
Neither me, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Like,
for me, my sister, it was a really important holiday. Plus, the last time I went trick-or-treating was when I was like 18 years old. And
you haven't done it since.
It was fun. I remember going through the neighborhood, getting free candy. And I was amazed at how my neighborhood drugs. We live in an odd world right now. I guess maybe this week we'll probably watch Hocus Pocus if we could find it, or we'll probably go through Disney, or
they have a streaming platform.
But of course, Disney is gonna have some good shit on there. I hope.
Disney Plus got some tons of Halloween content. I should know I've got it. Same with Netflix; it's got Halloween stuff as well.
I haven't watched Netflix in ages.
My sister and my brother have it.
I never really use it. I prefer Disney Plus, if I'm being honest with you, because I get access to all the Marvel shows and Star Wars. But
yeah, Monopoly. Gotta make that moolah,
So.
Moonlight.
I got my Pikachu ears, so that's gonna be fun.
What?
I was cleaning out my room. I'm still in the. You guys don't want to see the Tasmanian devil going through it. I'm Tasmanian devil. Right now, I'm cleaning out my room. I'm cleaning out my drawers. I'm cleaning out everything.
Okay, and
what else is there?
I found my Pikachu ears. I found, I found a couple of my song books. Yeah, I found one of my first song books. I started when I was like 15 years old, and I'm like 41 right now. Now I have.
Jamie, is there any you want to, or
what?
Might make it more entertaining.
I have my organized. Process of getting rid of some things and going to donate them to Goodwill.
Interesting. Now,
or the Salvation Army.
Anyway, did you know there's a drink called Boost Energy? Have any of you guys heard about?
Bro, your fucking mic is so shit. Like, I can't. It's like you're speaking like from a cupboard.
You better not be trying to monetize this, Jamie. Because if you are, I want a fucking piece. You better not be trying to plug some fucking advertising. Because I want a piece.
No, absolutely not. I mean, they wouldn't even pay me, so yeah.
If they're not paying, you don't promote them. That's the rule.
Fair enough.
Are you like that crypto guy who's like hacked your account? You're like just also promoting that shit?
I mean, that would be it'd be very noticeable if someone did get into my account and promote shit.
For one of the accounts that did do that, because I remember there was tons of stuff like that. Your old one though, but
yep, it is what it is. Just another one for the history books.
This podcast entertaining for the viewers and the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the second time this year I went through my room and really cleaned it out again. And this labeled my drawers. I sorted them out. I have a wax drawer now. I have a health kit drawer. I have a tool drawer. I have a note drawer. I labeled it most things. You'd be surprised about what things you find when you're cleaning your room.
Jamie,
something
that's going to entertain people.
Your
podcast. We can make
it entertaining. If you guys want to leave, just let me know, all right?
What?
Because I'm kind of boring, and if y'all want to
no, we don't want you to leave.
It's not that. It's just
y'all are bored of me talk about cleaning up and finding good stuff.
Just talk about something more interesting.
Yeah, like the time I fell into a pothole, and then the fire brigade had to get me out, and then a few minutes later I fell down another pothole, and I had to get myself out successfully. So, yeah, that was an interesting day.
Because I think sorting through and finding old shit is interesting, I found stuff.
But sure.
And also, the last few days, like God already knows.
I found stuff from when I was chubbier, and I was upset to get rid of my favorite penguin jammies. I was really upset. I love penguins. I love foxes.
That's nice.
Yeah. Jamie,
did you know that? And our penguin is 4 feet tall. We're basically taller than the average penguin.
Okay.
Cool.
Now, there's something I want to bring up, and this has been on my mind for a couple of days. What do you think is the next generation of social media?
Odyssey. That's a decision.
No, Odyssey, no. Like, bro, I don't think so. Like, I think YouTube Shorts is still gonna be because, bro, they offer a good advertisement, monetization company, and people actually get something from it. They get fame. Have you ever heard of a famous Odyssey influencer? No, you haven't.
No, but I can get that. But I think most people nowadays are sick of seeing advertising. They're sick of being the product. I think people want to just have a decentralized platform that's not owned by a corporation.
Well, bro, just get ad block. You could literally just get yourself a software which blocks every single kind of advertisement.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Eric.
Oh,
Glad you can join us.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah,
let's go.
All right. What are we talking about here?
Basically, we're talking about what's the next generation version of social media. I think it's a decentralized platform.
I don't think
what do you think, Eric?
Going downhill from here. So.
What's going down here? Hill.
We're talking about social media, right?
Yeah, decentralized social media platform, or what's the next generation version of social media platform?
Listen, okay. Let me just. Okay, I'm going right now on the site. I'm going right now on Odyssey, and it looks. It just looks like a fucking Chinese kind of app. It looks like a Chinese clone of YouTube. Okay, so. Okay, we've got Sunny V2. Okay, so Sunny V2's recent video about Planet Fitness. Okay, how many views does that have? Can anyone check? It has I think 700,000 views. Now let's check how many this Odyssey video has. How many views does it have? Oh, look at that! 100. It has 189 views.
I'll get. Yeah, you're maybe right about that, but I do think there will be a new platform being built.
But do you think it will be any level of success as YouTube? Do you think it will be big? Do you think it will reward creators? Because as creators, what we care about is being rewarded for our work. We want money.
Yes.
We want that good shit. So if we don't get that good shit, we're not gonna fucking go on that platform.
Yeah, I think if there's a company that can create a better utility or a better value for the creator, then I can see that happening. Like if there's a platform that literally can, like I honestly think Twitter could be a massive competitor if you think of it in the long term. Now, I think like if you imagine it, how many people share their links to their YouTube videos from Twitter? They don't get all those views. What if Twitter were the place where you place all those that allow you to watch videos like YouTube inside their app? And they've got some interesting features. Like they've got this Twitter Spaces thing, which I think is pretty cool. Like it's kind of like that big Clubhouse thing months ago, though.
Clubhouse, oh man, that's a fucking name I've haven't heard it.
Yeah, I've noticed how relevant they became. Yeah. So Jamie, what platform do you think?
I'll be honest. Did any of you guys ever use Clubhouse?
No.
No.
I used that. Me and Faith
used
an app called House Party, but it got rebranded.
I'm not gonna lie. The only time I used Clubhouse was recently when I was listening to this guy named Sneeko, but that was about it.
Sneeko, oh man, do you think he deserved to be banned?
No, not really. He didn't do anything. No, I don't think he deserves to be banned.
Do you think?
I mean, okay.
Will allow him back on the platform.
Okay, he did a couple. I mean, I'll be honest. Maybe because everyone maybe if he just toned down a little bit, he would still be on the platform. I'm just gonna say that right now. I mean, I like Sneeko, but it's the way he was, because everyone listens to you based on the way you say things. Like pretty much he was saying it. He was like trying to tell people very aggressively, and it was hurting their feelings. Me, I just thought it was funny. Personally, I just thought it was funny. But I was listening to what he was saying.
I mean, let's be honest here. Like, I don't like what the guy is saying, but would I ban him? No, I wouldn't. Like, it's oppression of freedom of speech. Like, all these motherfucking fucking woke influencers like Nick is not green. Like these motherfuckers, they called him for them to be fucking banned, and they're just saying, "Oh man, but he's spreading hate speech." Like honestly, who the fuck cares what he's fucking saying, bro? If you fucking ban him, that's not going to solve the problem. It's just going to cause more people to be pissed off at people like you, and eventually it's going to radicalize them, and then eventually we're probably gonna get a fucking retard, as president or whatever. Like it's just gonna get worse.
Here's the problem. Nick is not green. Is a feminine man. He's a feminine man,
he's a fucking soy boy.
Exactly.
He's the biggest fucking soy boy in the world.
Why do you think I started working I started working out before. It's like now I'm really working on doing all this stuff because I'm not trying to be like that. I'm not trying to be
soy boy.
A soy boy. It's like bro. Also, you guys know Chad.
Never heard of.
Oh my god. Oh bro. Yeah. What is it with her? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. People thought it was sexual assault when Sneeko said she hasn't been properly. You know what I mean?
It's not even sexual assault. It's literally just him, making a fucking shitty ass joke. Yeah, it is cringe, but it's not fucking sexual assault.
Yeah, I don't know what was sexually. I don't know what was sexual assault about that entire thing. It's bro, it's what? It's just words. It's just a video.
If you're offended by words, you need to be put to sleep.
Yeah,
a lot of people are offended by words nowadays, sadly.
Exactly. I'll be honest. Somebody could literally say the N-word hard R to me, and I'm like, okay, it's because I don't care.
That's the exact same thing as PayPal's thing, tax if you say a bad word on Twitter, on social media, and that they had a thing in their fine print where they would sue you they would literally fine you £1,000 for spreading misinformation. And my issue with that is, who decides what's misinformation there?
I might have to.
I could say I'm a Trump supporter, and for all they know, they might even fucking do me in and make me charge me something.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. As I was really seeing how the media manipulates certain things, I'm starting to wonder. Is Trump really? I'm starting to think Trump is not really that bad of a guy.
He's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. His fucking apathy towards what Putin's doing. I don't know. I wouldn't trust it. I I wouldn't want him back as president, but I would definitely want someone better than Joe Biden.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
Like-
Yo, are
a
any
good
of you
point.
if Kanye runs in 2024, are any of you voting for him?
Nah.
I would honestly vote for DeSantis.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if that guy hates transgender people. If he can deliver his policy, I'm fine with it.
He's more like Trump, but younger.
Younger.
And-
How old is he?
They're like 50, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty young.
I think he's in his 30s, 40s, but yeah. Governor of Florida. A lot of people like him. A lot of people in the Republican Party like DeSantis. A lot of people and the Democrats hate him, which is good with me. Because they hate anybody that's against them.
So you don't care about policies, like you just care if they're Democrats or not.
No, I care about policies, and the policies that the Democrats are doing, I think, is going to cause a recession. The policies that they're doing right now is causing a recession. The policies of this president.
I do agree with that. But I do agree with that. They might cause a recession. However, you need to think about the fact that Republicans also right now in Congress, a lot of them, they are voting to cut back on lots of like social programs. Like, it's all these Republicans who are saying, we are fighting for the common man, but at the same time, they, are asking like to cut back on Medicare and like provision of like supplies for veterans, like all that shit. Like they actually don't care. They just simply want to fucking suck on Trump's dick and like hopefully get his endorsement. Like that's the thing. Like they don't care about any of that.
If I'm being honest, both parties are the same. But if I had to vote for a party, I'd vote for a Republican, just because they overall, my stocks and shares have performed better under a Trump leadership or Republican leadership, and I honestly think that they're better managing a country than the Democrats. But if there's a better candidate, like I'm like Faithy, like if there's a better candidate right now, I'd be Republican. I'd vote the Republican Party, but if there's a better Democrat party, I'd maybe vote for them.
Honestly, I think there needs to be like a fucking mix between the Republicans and Democrats. Like we can't just have these two fucking parties like just fighting each other for fucking 60, 70 years. We cannot have that shit.
Yeah. If you look into the amount of debt, like by 2040, you guys, the amount of debt that America has, they're not even going to be able to pay it off. There's business.
Well, guess what? I'm not American, so I don't have to worry about that shit. The only thing I have to worry about is potentially, being heckled on the streets as, a war criminal. That's the only thing I have to worry about.
To be honest, our generation, we won't be able to retire. We're least likely to be able to retire because of all this jazz going on.
Basically, you will be able to retire if you invest in stocks and derivatives.
Yes, but
listen, Faithy, my advice, just America.
The generation around me.
For the love of God. That place is doomed. It's cursed. It shouldn't exist, all right?
It shouldn't exist. It's cursed.
300 years of independence, and they can't even create an amazing democracy. They call themselves, fighters for freedom, but the democracy is so shit. You can't vote for fucking president directly. You have to fucking go to other people. You give them the electoral college votes, and then they'll give your votes potentially to the president, or maybe not. They'll give it to some other candidate. Basically, it's a whole fuckery. It's not a fucking democracy. It's schizophrenia. That's what it is.
I hate to break it to you, Asparagus, but every country's fucking like that. Even the UK.
Well, at least you can vote directly for the fucking prime minister, like your MP. And
we didn't vote for him. We got no say in voting for Rishi Sunak. No one did. We are getting handed two PMs.
No one voted for him.
Vote for them.
He was elected by the party itself.
Yeah,
that is true.
I think we should be have a voice and to choose if we want to fucking elect them, but no, they want to elect.
I mean, bro, let's be honest. We took out Boris Johnson, so I think that's that's fair enough.
I didn't think Boris was that bad, if I'm being honest. I thought he was an okay guy. He just was getting on with the job. It's just the mainstream media hated him.
Getting fucking wine on his fucking fat titties, while fucking half of the country was the entire country was in lockdown. Do you really think he wasn't that bad?
Every country was in lockdown.
But what's
I think, if you think about his policies, he's actually probably was the best ones out of lockdown.
And get wine poured in their mouths by fucking naked eunuchs or whatever. Do you think that was happening? No, fucking UK was doing that.
I definitely do think the lockdown. Were they the best in lockdown? Doing what they did in lockdown, was it good? No. But were they better than most countries with preparing for lockdown and keeping their citizens safe? I think they were probably in the top 5, if I'm being truly honest. They definitely did a lot better than America and Spain and India. You think about it, how many people actually died when under the UK watch? Yeah, a couple died, but not as much as what Japan and China and the rest of them.
学校有冰淇淋.
Bing chilling.
Yes,
I love that meme.
I do agree with that. Yeah, it's like I don't know, like fucking democracy. It seems to be a fucking like it's just fucked. Like it honestly seems at this point that Ukraine is like one of the like last fucking islands of democracy. Obviously, it's got its problems like with like corruption and shit. But you know, at least they have somewhat fair elections. And the people there have a say. I mean, 2014 they had a massive say, and they used that say, and they, you know, got the government they wanted after their fucking old government fucking fucked them in the ass.
I'm like freaking didn't half the country though like migrate or disconnect from them, or like
not really. Well, I mean, Russia did. Russia did. It didn't like it wasn't by their own will.
Yeah. When the whole thing to do with Russia and Ukraine, it's clouded. Like from what I'm seeing on the mainstream media and the Western media, it's all Putin's fault, and they don't seem to want to talk about both sides, which I think is quite interesting.
Yeah, I do understand that, but I do. Yes, that is true. However, do you think that it's justified that Ukraine is now being fucking raped with missiles by a fucking psychopathic imperialist? Do you think that is justified?
No, I don't think it's justified. I don't think what they're doing to Ukraine's wrong, but I don't think Russia were the people to start with it. If I'm being honest with you, I think this has been brewing for about 10, 20 years, if I'm being honest.
Well, that is true. But unfortunately, I think you should also remember that Ukraine, like, it was big, like all these fucking countries, you know, they were being influenced by fucking Russia. Russia was fucking threatening Europe and Europe's stability long before that. In 2008, when Georgia got a very pro-European president, there was a fair election, and they wanted to apply to NATO. Putin was like, "No, you can't have that. We are going to take some of your territory," and he did. He took like a part of their country. Like that was a sign that he was not going to fucking seize his like influence over the post-Soviet states. And now these fucking motherfuckers on fucking TV are threatening like Poland, Serbia, Croatia. Like the motherfucking like a correspondent, a war fucking blogger in Kremlin is actively saying we'll kill everyone, we'll rob everyone, everything will be just the way we like it. These motherfuckers are a threat to Europe's stability and the peace of the world. Like I don't like a lot of shit that America does and the West does, but in this case, I support the West because I don't want fucking Russia to enslave any of us.
I don't think they really would enslave us, though. They're not going to go after people with nuclear weapons. They know.
They want to destroy Ukraine's culture.
At this rate, anything's possible. Anything's.
Why would he go? The thing is, though, why would he use nukes against the West?
He's a psychopath.
But why? Why would you go with nukes? That's mutually assured destruction. Nobody wins there in that situation. No one.
Putin is a fucking imperial. He's planting bombs at a fucking dam near a city that is going to be liberated.
The world could be
so that no one gets it.
If we're not careful, if they're not careful, they could basically end every single life on this planet.
What they do is
they've already ended their fucking reputation.
Peaceful talks.
Sometimes I wonder, why do I even care about the future anymore? Because, our planet's already on fire. Oh, there's already forest fires. There's already nukes being shot at random places. We can't
let Russia keep the countries. Let Russia keep Donbass.
Why can't we just live for the day? He gets to be able to live in the future because.
Donbass rightfully belongs to Ukraine. It has always belonged to Ukraine. Putin came into that fucking place.
Technically, it's always belonged to Russia because Russia is Ukraine. Or was Ukraine.
So by that logic, Russia should take the entirety of Western Europe because technically it created it.
Just
Russia didn't create Ukraine. Ukraine, like actually, the whole the whole inception of Russia began from Ukraine. So technically, Ukraine was the one who created Russia. Russia had no right to come into Ukraine's internationally recognized borders since 1991 and take everything they wanted. They had no right to take Crimea. It was it was rightfully belonging to Ukraine. It was rightfully given to Ukraine. In 1991, they did a referendum, and 57% of, actually 54% of people there, they voted to be in Ukraine. Like, it was a fully, free election. Like, it was fully part of Ukraine. But fucking Putin had to come in and ruin everything. Like, Ukraine is not going to give up at taking back its territories, and it shouldn't. Like, listen, bro. Like, fucking imagine, bro. Like, where you live right now?
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying.
Like, where do you live right now?
UK.
What is UK? Which part of the UK specifically?
Rather would not say, if I'm being honest, because...
Well, you sound Scottish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, imagine if just suddenly Rishi Sunak decided to annex your entire territory. He just decided that, well, technically England created Scotland, so we just take that part. Doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? Or like imagine if
If Nicola gets her way, we'll be annexed.
Imagine if Russia suddenly decides to annex Alaska. It decides to occupy the entire territory of Alaska and California. Do you think that's gonna be right? It won't. Like, Russia did something bad. It fucking occupied a territory of another country.
They
did get the fuck out.
Anything bad? I think they do, and I think they will be punished for it.
Obviously, yeah, they should.
But do you really think that they're going to get? How much do you really think that Ukraine's going to get all its territory back?
Well, I believe so. I hope so.
I don't think they're going to get all of it. They're going to get some of it back. We're not going to get all of it. Some of the territory that they lost years ago, they're never getting that territory back.
They struck a bridge with fucking rockets. I think they can take their territory back.
I just don't think how much the money that the UK taxpayer and American taxpayer is paying. I honestly don't think it. I think that money could be better used at supporting its own country, but I think we've done enough. We've done a decent amount and helped them. But I don't honestly think that UK and USA is going to be handing out money forever. They can't afford to.
Well, obviously. But I do believe that Ukraine can do things. They can and obviously with fucking Russia, they're gonna start feeling the effects of the war, and eventually, hopefully, the regime is going to collapse.
I don't think it will, though. They've got partners from China and India, and they're all united with it.
No, China doesn't want it's actually alienating itself from Russia. They don't want to fucking associate with them. They're actually pretty horrified at the prospect of Russia nuking everything and shit. And India is actually a lot of Indian companies have been canceling contracts to get Russian oil. The only proper allies that Russia has is Belarus, Nicaragua, North Korea, and Syria. These are fucking, who the fuck cares about these countries? They're nothing.
Suppose. But you are right,
fucking Belarus is run by a fucking potato fucking cockroach cunt. Syria is run by a fucking Oxford-educated fucking little bitch who somehow became an authoritarian. And North Korea is run by Kim Jong-un, who's a literal man-child. And Nicaragua, well, is just a bunch of drug addicts and fucking just retards. Who the fuck cares about any of these countries? They have no influence on the international stage.
South Africa and Asian countries, they've got a partnership with all the economic countries, the ones that are got big economies. Brazil's still partnered with them. Bolsonaro.
Russia's economy is nothing. They said that by 2018 they want to be in the top 5 economies of the world. That didn't happen. They are such a fucking small economy. They don't bring anything here. So obviously it's gonna be a massive effect on them. This whole war. They're gonna start feeling it soon. Hopefully. I want to be realistic. But at the same time, I just hope that the good side wins.
I question if the West is actually the good side, though.
Well,
but
would you rather have Ukraine be a free nation, or would you rather have it occupied by Russia and the entire Ukraine country be completely terminated? Because that's what they want.
If I'm honest, I would rather have Ukraine stay fucking neutral, keep a buffer zone between Russia and the West.
Well, Putin, as demonstrated, Putin is a psychopath who will not stop until he rebuilds the entire Soviet Union. So I think it can't really stay neutral. Neutrality is impossible in this case. Go up to any Ukrainian, and they will support, that they want to be part of NATO. They want, to be protected by Europe because they don't want fucking, Russia to attack them again.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing across most of Eastern Europe. They don't want, Russia to suddenly come across their borders and start destroying everything they've built. Like Poland right now, it's right now Ukraine's biggest ally. They're doing everything they can in order to supply military equipment and shit, because they just don't want to what happened to them in 1940 when fucking Russia came across its borders and killed a bunch of its people and enslaved all of them. The Soviet Union must not repeat, bros. That's the fucking takeaway from this fucking shitty ass fucking ranting piece of shit podcast.
One question is, like, why was NATO when when Russia got rid of their treaty, their Warsaw Pact? Why didn't NATO get rid of their membership? Why didn't NATO get rid of it as well?
Well, it's a defensive thing, and besides, like a lot of these countries, they're scared of Russia. They don't want that shit to repeat again. It's a defensive alliance. It's not a fucking attacking alliance. So in case if one nation attacks, then all these nations can combine together and attack it back.
You just said it's not an attacking alliance, but what you just described is an attacking alliance.
It's not it's defensive. It's defensive. If one nation attacks a NATO nation, all these other NATO nations will join and fight back. That's the purpose of NATO.
The only thing is though, if Ukraine joins NATO, it means we're dragged into a world war. Do you really want that? I don't.
I don't want a world war, but if Putin keeps fucking provoking us, eventually uses a fucking tactical nuclear bomb, something has to happen. This motherfucker will not go down unless he's fucking completely destroyed.
And you guys want to change the subject?
Yes, let's fucking.
Yeah.
I've had enough of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit,
Better be juicy.
there might be a possible collaboration with Andrew Tate and Kanye.
Oh shit, yeah, bro.
Oh.
Let's go! Yes!
Hey, yo.
Please unite!
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, it's rumored though. I said possibly. Yeah, it's rumored.
So what's it about? What are they going to be collabing on? A podcast?
I guess so. I guess so, man. It's and I can't wait to watch it, man. Because I'm not gonna lie, I started recently liking Kanye because I actually started listening to him for once instead of just dismissing him as crazy. And the man makes a lot of sense. Mind you, a lot of people dismiss him as crazy. And it's or just off his meds, but it's
he's just bipolar.
I'm never saying he can never be president. Who knows? Worse, crazier things have happened. A couple of years ago, nobody thought a businessman would be president. Again, in Ukraine, nobody thought a comedian would be president. Anything's possible when you put your mind to it.
I remember when people said The Rock was going to be president, but it's I think he dismissed that.
No, I think he definitely wants to run, but he's not doing that anytime soon. I think he wants to enjoy making.
President would be truly based. It would actually be fucking epic.
What would be epic? What would be epic if Dwayne Johnson became president?
Yes, it would be epic.
Yeah, no, it would be it would definitely be.
As long as he doesn't side openly to the left, neutral.
Imagine Black Adam as president.
Oh, please, Rock! Please, if The Rock runs for president,
he better be, because I don't want to support someone that's woke. That kills the woke people.
Yeah, it's I don't want to support the blue-haired feminists, but that's the point.
Yeah,
anyways,
blue-haired liberals who hate men.
I can't. I'm
it's bro. In reality,
what party would you choose?
In reality, In reality, those women who hate men need men just like men need women. We both need each other to procreate. And it's all that.
So Elon Musk is actually is helping humanity massively. The amount of kids that he's brought into this world has probably done the world a lot of good. He's doing the work of billions of men.
Wait, who's doing the work of billions of men?
Elon Musk. He's got so much kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made a tweet about that earlier. He's doing the work of billions of people. But
wait, you said Elon has a lot of kids?
Yeah, he's got tons of kids.
So does Nick Cannon, bro. He just can't keep it.
They're doing God's work. They're doing God's work.
Bro, Nick Cannon just can't keep it in his pants, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mega pause on that.
Yeah. What else?
I said that.
Wow.
Anyways,
Have you guys heard of Klaus Weinstein?
Huh?
Have you heard Klaus?
Klaus Weinstein. You guys heard of him?
Heard of who?
Who the fuck is Klaus?
Klaus Weinstein.
Wait, are you talking about Klaus from American Dad?
No, this is a different Klaus. Weinstein.
Yeah, I know.
Neither
But anyways, yeah. No, I've never heard of him though.
do I. I just made him up.
Never heard that motherfucker.
Anyways, what else do you guys want to talk about?
I don't know.
Wait, who just joined? Wait, did Risk leave?
Yep, he did.
Did his like
he'll be
Wi-Fi?
back.
Yeah, he'll be
His
back.
Wi-Fi's out some bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
My
internet-
Wi-Fi is low key acting up too. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
The blue-haired liberals have hacked his internet. Oh no!
No, not the
bro.
blue-haired people.
No, it was the Matrix, man. It hacked him.
The Matrix.
Fuck.
Yeah.
There he is. He's back.
You ever watch The Matrix?
I recently watched that a couple of weeks ago, and it's like, okay, and it's like ever since I watched it, I was like, oh, okay, now I see why Andrew Tate refers to like this life as the Matrix, because like I can see why, and I can see why Sneeko calls people bots, because like everyone thinks the same and acts the same and all that stuff. Like everyone has the same opinion, and it's like it's boring.
You should check out the term the rat race.
And you know,
it's with the term.
I said one time. I also said one time that like people with ADHD are not bots. They're the most talented people in the world. I will stand by that because it is true.
Yeah, because they're different.
I suppose it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and like everyone hates different.
Exactly.
Why?
Be different.
And it's like the people who claim to be different, they're not different at all. They just want to hear them. They just want to feel different.
Same
I
click.
just want to sound out.
They're probably the same people that are getting spoon-fed information, but a lot of people do.
I suppose so.
So anything else you want to talk about, Eric?
I can't really think of anything right now. Like I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm like texting you. I'm like literally talking on this while also texting someone.
A girl?
A
guy? We don't judge here.
No, I'm texting my blue-haired feminist girlfriend.
Oh, I didn't know you had. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
You've got a blue-haired liberal feminist girlfriend.
No,
I didn't know you dated a liberal.
No, let me stop.
He's got to be joking.
Let me stop, bro. That's the type of girl who would accuse me of SA, man. Like, you know.
Exactly. Break up with her.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not talking to any blue-haired feminist. You know, yeah, no.
I personally was looking through someone that worked at Twitter, just followers, just to judge their profiles earlier. It was interesting to see, like, and making a guess, like, who's getting fucking sacked.
If Elon Musk bans all blue-haired liberals from Twitter, I'm gonna be so happy.
He is. He's purging 75% of the workforce.
Yes.
The 25% that are actually talented.
Let's go.
Yes, lads.
I was laughing when I heard that.
Imagine my
Like,
teammates hear
you're
that.
purging half of them. Did you guys see the video of him walking into the Twitter HQ with a fucking toilet seat? Of a sink?
You're walking with a what now?
He walked into the Twitter HQ with a sink.
Yeah.
Carrying a sink.
I think the joke was let that sink in. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Right. It all makes sense now. That was pretty funny.
What other CEO would do shit like that? Like, trust me. Earnings calls and shareholder events with that man is fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you. I love his personality. Like, no other CEO would be like that. They're too scared to get out of their bubble.
Yeah.
It's good.
You gotta live a little.
Yeah.
You know.
So what talk about? Dive into anything.
Well, I have established my own fantasy football team, which is pretty cool.
Cool.
My fantasy football team.
What is it, the Jamilonis or the Aloni?
Are you asking about the name of my football team?
We should probably create we probably could get into a small division football team at some point.
How? Like we're just not. We're just not. Are we?
Well, I'm thinking like not. I'm not
We're all
saying
just
now, but I'm
delusional.
saying it might be cool. To
Not now. Maybe in the next few years.
Yeah, that's what I'm
possibly.
thinking. Buy a football team or a small
It's
British.
all delusions. It's all delusions. Don't hope on it.
I suppose you got a point there. You've got to be cautious for what you're investing in, especially football clubs and sports teams.
You guys want to end this episode here, or?
I suppose we can.
Yeah, let's go.
We talked about a lot of interesting sightings. It's pretty interesting. That's in my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
So, hope you guys enjoyed the Jamie Loney show. This is the season final. See you guys in the next one. And take it easy, guys, and bye.
Yep, let's go.
And until next time, stay tuned for more.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.